Hey you guys, I am Jalen Cook. I am in Learning Tools Group for Assignment 2, and my research topic was formative assessment tools in the math classroom. So my topic was demonstrating conceptual understanding in the math classroom. How could we use technology to incorporate that formative assessment? And why would we want to do this? It gets us away from tradition of the teacher asking a question and students raising their hand. Therefore, that gives every student a voice, which is going to give us a true insight to every student's understanding of a concept. It makes every student have to think. Why use technology for formative assessment? It's all about engagement. What comes with engagement? More students are going to participate. Students want to be in class. They're going to be ready to learn because they have to participate. Whenever you make them responsible for answering a question, they're going to want to get it right, I hope. Students retain more material than traditional lecture only classroom. That is coming from an article that was talking about a college lecture hall in which a professor strictly lectured for a long time and then started incorporating student response systems within his traditional lecture. So he still lectured the same, but he put questions up there for the students to respond, via some kind of clicker device. And it really made his scores and his participation and his attendance go up because these kids were actually really engaged in learning. And they also allow us to plan higher level thinking questions. I don't know about you guys, but if I don't have a question scripted and in front of me, I really forget to ask the higher level thinking questions. So through using these technology tools, I really hope that helps me. Change needs to come to the traditional classroom, and students get bored whenever it's just the traditional sit, listen, and me answer whenever I'm called on. So some tools to use: Edpuzzle and Vizia are great video tools that you can embed assessments in. And I'm thinking you guys more along the lines of when I have a substitute, because I miss school a lot since I'm a coach. I could post a video, embed some questions, and the students are not missing out on learning whenever I'm not there. And I'm making sure that they're still understanding through the formative assessments. You can find videos through Khan Academy, or you could create your own through those websites. Flipgrid and Let's Recap are tools that you can post questions to and allow the students to respond and answer those questions that to whatever you're posting. I learned a lot about how to use Flipgrid. That was one of my goals. And I found some great resources on how to incorporate that into the math classroom, in which students could even tutor each other through this online video forum discussion board. Quizzes, Quizlet, and Kahoot are all websites that are more of a game situation, and the kids love them. They will beg you to play them. In Google Classroom, I am not at a Google school, so I really wanted to try to find research that allowed me to convince my administration that we needed to switch to Google. And I found some really cool things that you can do through Google Forms and analyze the data that you get through using surveys and things like that through Google. And you can attach it right to your Google Classroom. Some takeaways. Technology has to have a purpose to be used. You can't just say that I'm going to incorporate something and not have an actual purpose and not have it aligned to your curriculum. I gained so many valuable tools, not just from the articles that I read, but from the articles that other people posted. The other thing, natural to feel overwhelmed. So start slow. Formative assessments do not have to all be the same. I think it's important to incorporate change. Every student needs a voice. And whenever we just ask one person a question, only one person is thinking and only one person is giving us insight into what they really know. Google Communities are awesome. I really enjoyed using them and learning more about how to incorporate them in my classroom, especially through this group work thing, because I had only used them through a class that was set up already for me. The collaboration, research, and lit review were fantastic because, again, it broke tradition and we didn't just have to write a paper and talk about it or, work with our groups face to face. I thought it was a really great idea and I took a lot of great things away from this project.